Good morning, YouTube. This is Debbie Gruber from Lots of Knots Ceramics, and I come to you today because I can't wait to paint these incredible jack-o'-lanterns with see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Now, how cool is that? And you can see it's a nice size piece. I can put it against me so you can see how big it is. It's really nice. And then what I did is I put a clip light in each of the pumpkins because I want to ensure that you get plenty of light coming through the jack-o'-lantern. And there's 3 clip lights, but it only goes on 1 port, so it's kind of nice. You only need 1 outlet. And there's always an on-off switch on there, so you don't have to unplug it, replug it back in. Now, this is a kit that I'm using for Halloween purposes, and it's $49.95, and for that you get this piece, you get the electrical, and you get 2 bottles of paint. Now, you can choose whatever 2 bottles you want. You can make these pink if you want to. Hear that, Jessica? And this is bone that I'm using today, and I'm using, ironically, jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. It's a nice pumpkin. And you also get a paint pot. And it's only a small paint pot because it's only used for this little stem here. And some people paint them brown, some people paint them like green. I always am alive, not so much dead when I'm doing pumpkins. That's just my preference. And I just grabbed some paintbrushes. You know, I grabbed a nice, smooth, big paintbrush to do the big area. Remember, smooth, you can make the paint lay down flat. If you use a stiffer brush, it leaves streaks and raised paint or blobs, and they dry just like what you see. So what you see is what you get when you're working with acrylics. So you want to make sure that you keep them nice and smooth. Okay, and then you also get your choice of antiquing, and this is the good stuff. I just got all this stuff in, and there's different colors to choose from. There's black, and there's real brown, and there's red brown, you know, and there's, I think that's all I have in these right now, but you can choose whichever one you want. But you need to pick up a can of mineral spirits from any hardware store or home improvement place, and it's just in a can like thinner, and it just says mineral spirits on there. And then what you do is you thin it out. You know, you can thin it out with that stuff because we've been playing with this stuff. It works really well. Or you can take more off your piece with this stuff. Okay, and then I give you just a t-shirt material that each kit will come with, so that you have everything that you need except mineral spirits and spray. You know, you have to go get spray, and spray you can get, you know, pretty much anywhere. Walmart has it. Okay, Home Depot has it. Okay, so just stop and pick up, you know, some kind of acrylic spray, but just make sure that it says clear on the can, because, you know, if you spray it blue, you're gonna have to start over. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do today. I'm going to start with the pumpkin. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour some of this paint. It's just acrylic paint, jack-o'-lantern, Americana paint, and I'm gonna paint my pumpkins this color. But you know, you don't have to choose this color. Again, you can choose whatever color you like. And I'm just going to come in and make sure you get inside these little jack-o'-lantern cutouts, because, you know, that'll show. And, you know, you can paint the inside too. I recommend that you do. And that way it looks more finished when you light it up. But that's up to you, you know, however you want to handle that. If you want to paint the inside, you know, you can use the same color. You'll have enough to do both. And I just come up real close. Now, you know, if you have to get a smaller brush to cut this in, then get a smaller brush so you don't make a mess, you know. And then just bring it in where you want it to go, and just draw it backwards. I'm not lifting it, I'm just bringing it backwards. And then I spread it out after I pick up my paintbrush. And that will keep it crisp and clean. Okay, and then I'm going to get some more and do the same thing. I'm going from away, I'm sure you can see this really good, away from where I want to be, and then I slide it to where I want to go, and then I just drag it backwards. Do you see? And look how nice and crisp that is. Again, when you get a little far ahead, you want to go back and spread this paint out. You know, you don't even have to get really close. It doesn't matter real close, but you got to spread all this stuff out everywhere else. And if you get some on the hands, you know, which I just did, it's okay, because the bone is a very nice color, and it will cover over the top of the orange, which is the reason why I chose to do the orange first, because orange is one of those colors where you know for sure you're going to have to do more than one color. As to how many coats you need, you know, that's up to you when you're actually painting it. I have a little bit of a heavy hand, but I can, because I make sure that I get everything smoothed out real nice, and it's okay. So just make sure, as long as you're keeping the paint smooth, that you're okay there. And then I'll know for sure I'm going to have to do another coat of this, you know, which I can do off camera, because, you know, I'm just putting a coat of paint after you see this part. And I'm kind of going around this. I try not to hit it, but, you know, sometimes you hit it. You just have to fix it with the other color. And I'm going to continue this path here all the way around the pumpkins. And I'm glad that I was patient enough to wait to start this piece, because let me tell you something, this piece is very fun to paint. I'm pretty excited. And I'm going to set that down for just a second and get a small paintbrush so I can get between this guy's fingers. And I'm going to do the same thing. I put it down where I don't want to be, and then I just slide my paintbrush back until I'm running out of paint and it's showing. And then I spread it out. And I want to get on the other side of his fingers. You know, and each piece, I attach all the hands onto the pumpkin. So they're going to be a little different than the ones I have here. They're all a little different. So, you know, I can have you choose whichever one you want. They're all just a little bit different. I think maybe that's the other reason why I like them, because you can do different things and still have the same effect. And sometimes I don't put the hands on at all. I've already sold, you know, 2 of them without the hands on them. So if you don't want the hands, you know, you can get it that way too. I don't care. It's your guy. You can do whatever you want. There. And I'm just going to continue on this path, cleaning out my small paintbrush. Never leave small paintbrushes sitting in your water, because what happens is, if this was the bottom of my water container and I have my little tiny paintbrush and I put it down in there, you see what's happening? Look, my hairs just got bended. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so you don't want that to happen. So just, you know, I'm just going to rinse it out. I take my paintbrush and I put my finger on the towel, put my finger on the paintbrush, and I roll it. And that trains the paintbrush to go back to a point, so that it'll last you longer. These brushes are very nice brushes. They're not cheap, they're $3.99 here. But they're worth every penny, because if you take care of it, they really don't split for a long time. And when they split, you know, you gotta throw it out, because you can't paint like that. And those loose hairs will put lines everywhere you don't want them to be. When I'm coming on to the back side over here, I want to get into this hole here too, because you're going to put that clip light in there, and you know, you don't want anybody to see any of that white stuff that's showing. You know, and I'll get antique in there too, just to make it match, you know, make it look professional. We want it to always look finished and professional. Everybody will see it and go crazy, because it's an awesome piece. You know, we got to get some spook going on with those hands. So I'm thinking I might put some glow in the dark on there. And you know, this would make it really nice outside, because you put more than one coat of that glow in the dark stuff on. I mean, I just come by and throw some on there, because when you get a black light on these, on that glow in the dark paint, it's really awesome. But you do need the black light, I think, to get what you want. We've done many, Halloween is kind of like my thing. Anybody that really knows me knows that. That's why we have a nice selection in our Halloween department, because Halloween's a blast. I love horsing around with the kids. And here at the mall, we used to do like a trick-or-treat thing where the kids we would dress up in costumes. And one time I dressed up as Michael Jackson and we did Thriller. It was really cute. So we were dancing the Thriller thing. It was really fun. The kids had a great time. Very fun. So now I just decorate the yard. Love doing that. Sometimes I'll go over to my son's house and decorate his house. We all dress up as monsters and play with the kids. It's nice. So hopefully we'll be able to do that this year without everything that's going on. I hope so. I just hope so. And I'm just going to keep doing this and doing this. Okay, so I'm going to stop like right here on this orange, and I'm going to skip to the next thing, because obviously you get the idea. You see what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to put this in the water so it doesn't get dry. Then I'm going to switch plates. And I'm going to put the bone in there. Now this bone color is fabulous for doing skeletons, really nice. And we sell this here. It's the Doc Holliday stuff. This is the top of the line paint. This stuff is amazing. I just love it. And we got them here. We got all kinds of colors here. So if you want bone, you don't have to take bone. You can take, you know, whatever color you want. But I like the bone. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm just going to do my fingers. And if I get it a little bit on the pumpkin, don't worry, because you can always come back in and fix it, which I just kind of did a little bit. And I'll just fix that when it dries. Just come back over it with the orange and it'll be just fine. I have a fly giving me a hard time. And again, I'm just going to put this on there. Keep the paint nice and smooth. And if you, when it dries, if you feel like it needs another coat, put another coat on there. It's only paint. You know, you want this thing to come out really cool. Just put the extra time in if you need to, and put that second coat on there, third coat, whatever it is. And you know, if you're looking at it and you're thinking, do I need another coat? Yeah, you probably do. A lot of people do that. They ask me, yeah, if you're asking me, you probably do. And I'm just going to cover all of the bones, all of the hands. Again, don't worry about getting anything on the other spot, because you can let it dry and then cover it back up. And then when I come back out here the next time, what I'll do is I'll have it sprayed already so we can go right into the antiquing, which I really can't wait to do because it's going to make these bones come alive. It's going to be really great. Pretty excited. Yeah, we'll have to light this thing up for you too so you can see what it looks like when it's completely finished. And then if you buy these kits, you could just go onto my YouTube channel like you are right now and watch the video and do exactly what it says. You can follow me step by step by step and you'll have everything you need. Of course, you can always reach me by phone. You're always welcome to call me with any questions that you have, whether it be my stuff or someone else's. I don't care. My number here is 330-948-8100. And you know, you don't have to limit yourself to all of the things that you see being painted here. I have lots of stuff, guys. You just have to go out to the website and check it out. And it's lokceramics.com. There's a lot in there. There's like categories of stuff that you can click on the category and see whatever you want to see. Okay, so here's the way this looks. And then I chose, I'm going to stop on this because you can see this is what I'm doing right here. This is the first part that everybody has to do. The exciting stuff is going to be in the next video when you can see how I shade it down and make it kind of look spooky. So I'm going to clean my brush out right there, and I'm going to use my little paint pot, and I chose this color green, but you can choose any color that you want. And I'm just going to open that up. And there's plenty of paint in there. I make sure these paint pots are full to the top. You get your money's worth for sure. And I'm just going to paint this. Notice I just leaning it over so I can see real good. And just paint this green. This is a good color green. Don't forget, when you antique it, it's going to darken this all up. So right now, if you're thinking, wow, those are really kind of bright colors, yeah, they are. But when I antique them, they won't look like this anymore. They'll deepen greatly, which you'll see in the next video. If you like what you see, please tell your friends, and they can go out and subscribe me. And then they'd be able to see me too, and I'd appreciate that. The more subscribers that I have on my YouTube channel, the better. The more people see what we're doing. It's pretty exciting stuff. And you can learn a lot here. You know, I try to give you as much information as I can. You know, if there's ever something that you want to know, or you want to see on a video, just contact us and let us know what you want to see. It'd be my pleasure to put that on for you. Yeah, we're almost done. I'm just going to do the whole little stem there, and then I'll stop here for today and get caught up on the extra coats and finish it up. So when I come back, you can see the good stuff and the fun stuff. Of course, I'm not saying that this isn't fun because, you know, if I have a paintbrush in my hand, I'm happy. Doesn't really matter what step of the game I'm at, as long as I have a paintbrush. Okay, so that is our first beginning video of this. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for our next one, and click on notifications so that way you can get notified when I come back out to the step number 2 of our beautiful pumpkin bones. Have a nice day. Thanks so much for watching.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching our video today. Real quick before the up next video starts playing, do us a favor and smash the like and share buttons. If you want to see more of our content, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on all notifications so you're notified when we post new content. If you want to start your own project or just order some supplies, check out our store at www.lokceramics.com. Hope to see you in the next video.